They see me rolling, they're hating, patrolling, they're trying to catch me in the Vasten. No, I can't do this. Hello everybody, welcome along to another episode on the Vasten server. Now this time we're not with Foxxie Monoxide. You will notice she is absent so far, and we are on a pig, you will also notice, and we are walking along a path. That is because we are now walking along the path, and I don't know where this path goes, so there's a high chance that I am going to fall. But this path goes from the main town of Port Bray through to Season 4, baby, Andia's Rest. I am so excited! I'm so excited, I'm doing it in style. We've decided, Fix has set a challenge, and I am taking up that challenge, sir, of no diamond armor, leather armor only, no elytra. Today we are walking everywhere. Everywhere we go in style. I hope later in the season to be upgrading this piglet to a horse. This is Bits, by the way. Hey, Bits, how you doing? He's been my faithful piggy for many, many miles now. This is going to take some time. What we are going to do, the plan is, I understand, is to sticking around with the other guys. I'm going to be hopping in with a voice chat with them very, very shortly. We're going to be gathering in the same place. I hope to arrive by pig. And yeah, we're going to be gathering in the same place. And yeah, and sort of just giving a little intro into the season. Now we've got some work to do. I've got some plans that I'm going to be getting done. This, oh god, I appear to be. Oh, well, I didn't expect that to work, but that that worked a treat. Did I just go through the middle of that? Is that? I'm not. Am I supposed to be in here yet? I have no idea. I don't know if I've just bust through some kind of. That looked like it was there for a reason. Yeah. Anyway, we're now on a pig, and we're now going to be going. This is actually going to be the site of one of our upcoming projects for the Thieves Guild. I'm going to be getting into that obviously when we get into that. For now, I'm just going to smoothly ride on past, hop into a voice chat with everybody else, and see what's happening. I'm so excited. Season 4 is finally beginning. This is why I'm on the server. Let's have a look, shall we?
Invisible.
If I am anywhere near where you guys are meeting, then I am going to continue this by pig. But if I am nowhere near where you guys are meeting, then I am going to have to get off. Leave Bits to
I'm
fend
pretty
for
sure
himself.
I know where you are.
Man, I want to be in a pig too.
I'm coming to you, because I think I know where you are, so don't worry.
I big props for all of those of us who are deciding to go with the leather or chainmail armor.
Oh,
yeah,
chainmail armor is such a good idea. I can't believe I just went. Well,
it makes it more challenging.
What do you mean going with?
It's more fun.
Some of us are not going diamond armor this season.
Yeah.
Oh, you threw away your stuff?
No, well, I died in the last but I'm pretending like I made the conscious decision to do it that way.
I am so proud of you, Fix.
I am keeping mine in a safe place.
Oh, I'm
like
invisible too.
So that if I die and I have to get back to my stuff really quickly, I can just whack my electron and fly.
I came to find you. I thought you were somewhere and you weren't.
Well, I am by a sign that says, "Don't go this way."
Yeah. Oh no, I know where you are. I'm almost near you.
Okay. Yeah.
It also says, "Hang on, I'm going by."
Stay on the stone road. Stay on the stone road, Philly.
I just glitched the pig out of it. Oh my god, my pig is dancing beneath me. Oh no, things are going wrong.
Okay.
Mollus is throwing potions.
Don't tell me how to live my life. Right. Okay. Hey, why not? Oh my god, I'm gonna. Hopefully that recorded, and I'm gonna show you guys what just happened because that.
This road.
Oh my
is
god,
long.
it's Jermsy.
There's a germ.
Wow.
What?
So, White Knight, am I realistically? Do I have to get off Bits and Bobs?
Yes.
God damn
Bits
it.
and bobs.
Well,
You can give me the coordinates. I can check it on the wiki
Jermsy
map
actually plays Minecraft?
where you at.
I do.
This is where we're going.
He's at the split off point, which is like
Jerm, take out Pride's boat if you're in
160 blocks or something away from the village.
you be a good boy, Bobs. You be a good boy. You don't. I'm not giving you air holes, but you be a good boy.
Okay.
All right, Bobs is fine.
Protected by this log.
Philly, you gotta come here.
I'm
right.
I'm working on it.
Philly, how's
I
it
see
going?
no
There
time.
he is, right behind you.
Wait.
You're getting followed by a zombie.
Wait.
That's right, Jerm. Take it all in.
Look, Jerm, look at the inside of his arms. That's great.
I tried to go with a sequence, like a green sequence.
Oh dear.
I got you with fire.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, of course. What a perfect start. Well, I'm not cutting it because you know I don't edit. Well, welcome everybody to season 4 of Realm of Vasten. Here we are. Here we are, and look at all the nonsense I invited. Look at all these people, all this crew. Hey, we're here, guys. We're finally ready.
Come here, White Knight.
We're finally here. Season 4. So if you don't know what this is, it's just anarchy. So what this is Kingdom Craft style rules. We all share all of our resources. We're all work together to build one giant kingdom. I gotta get this out fast before we all die, certainly of Mollus's poison. Anyway, so we all share resources. We're all doing one giant thing. And the kingdom that we're building that now is in a dark oak forest. It's going to be a custom dark oak forest. So who all do we have here? Oh man, I can't even go through the whole list, but it's like AgentNemitz, Caluss, Chef Boyardee, DiDi, me, IJimwe, Jerm, Juxey, Klautos, Mar, MollusNerd, Old Gray Man, Rale, who I think is live streaming right now, SoothingFilly, Truth, and White Knight Stew. How about, and there's a bunch more who couldn't make it today.
Who is hacking and slashing?
Oh my goodness, so much chaos.
Everybody is.
Carnage.
Everybody is.
So, guys, this world is about 2.5 years old. It's the Realm of Vasten, and we just moved to a new section. This isn't like a restart, so that's why we're all geared and everything. We're all ready to go. So, first thing we have to do, everybody, we have to clear all these trees. This is a whole giant, large biome dark oak forest, and it's all got to go. But the big news is we're doing 2 kingdoms this season. So, in week 2 of our videos, everyone is going to have the chance to vote on what the second kingdom is. So you, our viewers, our friends, are going to actually choose the second kingdom of 3 choices, which we'll present to you in our own videos. But if you really want, say, example, the steampunk kingdom, which is one of the choices, then you can vote on literally everyone's video. So there's 30 of us this season. So you could vote 30 times just by leaving comments on other people's videos in week 2. So not this week, but in week 2. Okay? We all good?
So there you have it. We are officially rolling, baby, on season 4. Now, was I strictly behaving myself? No. Am I going to behave myself for the rest of the season? No. We're going to have a good time. Now, unfortunately, Bits didn't make it all the way here. I was riding in and literally everybody was ready and I was still a couple of 100 blocks that way. So one of our first jobs is to go get Bits. He needs to be here, my friend. We can't start the season without Bits. The other thing that we need to take care of... Oh, there's a mushroom there. Jesus. Do you know what? This literally, I logged on hours, maybe 10 hours ago. I did a shift at work. I've come back and... This wasn't here when I left. This wasn't here when I left. This certainly wasn't here when I left. What the? Yeah. So we're off on one for sure. Now I need to remember, as we are doing the no elytra, no diamond armor challenge from Fixxit, I need to remember that I do not have elytra on, and I will not have elytra on for the entirety of the season, which means that I will jump off things, press the spacebar, and fall to my death. I have already lost my first helmet. Unfortunately, doing battle with Mollus because I can't help myself when I see Mollus. Just the trigger finger gets real itchy, if you know what I mean. But yeah, she's got a better bow than me, so she absolutely killed half my armor. So yeah, never mind. We're going to be doing... I sort of took up the mantle and I took up the challenge, I should say, of being the one to do what we call the Adventurers Guild. Now, we desperately need a stables, because these horses look pretty cramped and there's only more horses to come. So we're going to be doing an Adventurers Guild and a stables off the side of it. Now, the important thing about the Adventurers Guild is that it's actually functional. It's like a functional pub. The Adventurers Guild is where we have the button that sets us into spectator mode. Spectator mode is what we use to get all these wonderful screenshots for your enjoyment and clickability on the YouTube videos, and then we can get other modes and things like that, like adventure mode and things like that in the guild. Now, I had originally laid out this plan that you see here. I thought we can have like an open plan stables. So this was going to be the entrance. If I just have my food, this was going to be the entrance. We're going to walk in. There's going to be horses down either side, and then you'd be able to walk around the corner and into the main pub itself. And we were going to have a fairly traditional sort of pub here, and I thought, that would be quite cool. We could do that. But do you know what? I went to bed, and I, not for long, granted. I went to bed, and I've woken up, and I've had another idea. Did we use 2 tubs of wood? We did. Okay, no, never mind. It's not necessarily the best way to do it, but never mind. I've had an idea to actually build a tree instead. So what we can do, because I don't want this to be like see this massive tree going up and this mushroom. I don't want this to be like a classic thing. So we're going to get rid of this, all of this, and I figure what I want to do is some kind of tree with a stables on the side of it. Now I sketched out some things, like literally sketched out some things on a paper and pad. So I can't unfortunately say you guys, but trust me, my artistic streak is strong. Don't ever check that. I'm going to be doing. I'm thinking some kind of. Where's my wood? Thank you. So the base of some kind of like tree, fairly wide. It needs to be big enough to go up the inside. And then off the ground a little way is going to be the entrance to it, into the Adventurers Guild. We're going to have like the side of a traditional pub hanging off the side of this tree. And we're going to be able to go in. And then from the inside, you're going to have all the bar around the outside of the tree and of the typical stuff. And when you look up, I want the tree to be hollow and there to be some interesting lighting choices as we go up. Off the side of the tree is going to be like a thick sort of structure, and that's going to be covering the horses. I need to sleep. It's very hard to point at things when it's complete darkness. And the good news though is that up to 1.13.3, I think we're on now, was very quickly released. I can't believe actually how quick that thing was released. I expected it to. Damn it! That's what I do. I jump off and I expect to glide. I really need to learn not to glide. Yeah, so we need to basically just knock out this tree. I'm probably just going to remove this. I'm not sure entirely whose all this is or what's exactly is going on here. So I need to take all this down if I can. I'll seek permission from the owners first, of course. And start building the trunk of our thing. I need to also have a word with, I think it's Mollus, who's doing this big stone tree. And ask if I can sort of go up through these branches, if that makes sense. I hope she'll be okay with that. She should. There she is. Let's get cracking, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? Let's find out where this tree root's going to go. Okay, so we spoke to MollusSlime, who is an amazing builder. She is the lovely young lady who I've been trading arrows with this whole time, and she's also the designer of this amazing storage system that is going up here. She's putting it all together and inside this tree. So we can't wait to see how that develops. But I had a word with her and I said, look, Mol, my plans for this tree, they go through your branches. Is that okay? And she suggested, why don't we just build it so that the branches intermingle, so that we have like a rough thing going up, which I think is an excellent idea. So let's do that, shall we? Now, before I can do anything, I went to go access my project books. Now, I have a weird thing that I always do since I sort of really started playing Java Minecraft, and that is my blue shulker boxes become my project boxes. They are the boxes where I store all of the things that I deliberately get for the project at hand. And the normal coloured shulker boxes become my garbage. Anything that sort of the blocks I have that I don't like, I don't need snow, things like that just go in them to be. They're basically these boxes. Their destination is to go back to storage at some point when we're done with the project. Now, what I have here is a friggin' mess. What we have here is this, and this, and this, and do you know what I mean? And it's just, oh my god, it's so bad, so bad. That's actually I need that. And then this, look, I have a singular dirt in my ender chest. Why, Philly? Why? So let's get these organized, and then I can get the tools, the stuff I need, and then we can get this tree put up, and then we can hopefully live our lives peaceful and happy and organized. Oh, don't hold your breath. Oh, right then. So we made some progress. First of all, look at all the neatly color coordinated boxes. Oh yeah, we've got wood. We've got spare beds. Look at my shoulder. Look, beautiful, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? I'm fantastic. So I feel so much better. So much better. Anyway, on for the Adventurers Guild. This is coming. I'm starting to get the outline of what I want. So here's my thoughts. This circle represents big tree. Tree go up, leaves come out, canopy happens, that sort of thing. It doesn't need to go like, I don't expect it to be massively taller than this is now. But sort of, if you see what I mean, it's going to sort of go up. It's going to bow in slightly as it goes up, and then we're going to have like a canopy that comes over the top there. And then from here, we're going to have like a couple of roots that come out, like a small root here, a larger root here, that sort of thing. This is going to be a building. It's going to be elevated off the floor slightly. So if we go, every time, I'm doing this all the time. So if we go like up a couple here, the actual Adventurers Guild is going to stand a block or two off, and there's going to be like an official like walkway, but like a way up, if that makes sense. Like a very, think wood elven natural sort of vines curling down sort of way to get up into this thing, and perhaps even have a like something knocked in the side here, you know, so that like that's the entrance there. The idea is you should be able to walk under it quite comfortably. If you wanted to, or sort of duck under it sort of thing. It should be elevated off the ground to just add a bit more depth and life to this sort of build, if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to, I think the palette we're going to use for this, I'm thinking is dark oak wood for the wood of the tree, and then probably like a spruce wood. Maybe even dark oak wood planks for the flooring and things like that. I'm not entirely sure what the colour of the inside is going to be, but it's going to need lightening up a little bit. So I'm thinking probably like a nice sort of spruce. I haven't actually got any. Have I got any spruce? I do. So yeah, if we sort of, you know, I think these two wood types really go together very, very nicely sort of thing. So yeah, we'll do that. And plus the spruce wood matches things like this. It matches things like the barrel textures that we have in this texture pack. So yeah, that's the sort of plan going forward. But what I need to do now, I think I just need to get some height on this damn thing. Now the way I do trees is I do them as a perfect cylinder. I just build all the way up, but then as I'm building, I will sort of like come like in one, if that makes sense. So I'll do like this, you know, and sort of that sort of will allow some fairly natural growing shape. Now I have an idea that this tree is going to sort of come out, so I'm sort of in slightly, and then sort of bow out towards the top a little bit. Or sort of come in slightly, and then around the height of that, I suspect, we'll start getting branches coming out. So yeah, we basically just need to get some height on this thing. For now, though, let's get that done, and we'll pop back. All right, time for a very, very slight update. I actually recorded a clip between the last clip and this clip, but I recorded it in the wrong mode, and you can just kind of see me sat at my desk with my weird hair and my... So I'm a moron, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I am a moron. Anyway, we're going to cut to this one now. Hey, guys, welcome back. We have been doing some work here in the thing. The tree is up. We started to dangle the lights down just to give it a bit of light up there, which I really quite like. It's getting nighttime soon, which I'm looking forward to for reasons that shall soon become clear. So... we've been doing some stuff in here, as you can see. We've started to do the entrance to the guild. Now, I need to do some kind of better stairway up. It needs to be naturally part of the root system of the tree. Now, we did... I'm doing this and redoing this and changing my mind on the tree quite a lot. But I quite like these natural curves. I'm going to be getting rid of those torches. Those torches are just there to sort of help me see the curves, if that makes sense. A lot of this is just going to be darkness. Unfortunately, that's the way it... Excuse me. I don't think... Oh, where's my... Actually, I'm just going to run away. There's a creeper there. I'm not, you know... I'm wearing leather armor, so I'm learning to run from fights now. Anyway, they'll die soon. Anyway, well, that didn't sound... that didn't sound good. Anyway, right. You can die. You can die. Thank you. So... after we fought off all the dangerous mobs in the area, you can see the start of it taking shape. You met this big sort of stone monstrosity that you see here is MollusSlime. She's building a tree around our storage system in there. And that's going to become a real tree. No, it's not going to stay stone, I don't think. But anyway, this is going to be the entrance to the thing. You're going to come in here. It's going to be like a little bit of a welcome thing. And then down here, as we walk through, it's going to be our bar area. It's going to be like a tavern almost. We're going to put some seating up and things like that. And here is where you're going to have the buttons to press to go into either like spectator or adventure mode, as is standard with the adventure guilds. When you see these wonderful looking like thumbnails on our builds, it's because of these spectator buttons that we have on the server. Anyway, it's not going to stop there though. I actually want there to be probably either left or the right. I'm not sure, but it's going to give me like a sloping stairway that goes up the tree and sort of curves around. And periodically throughout this stairway, I'm going to be having little houses, much like this. If you can imagine this, but half depth. So probably the wall would be around here. And in here would be like a miniature room. There'd be a bed, maybe 2 beds, some storage, and some windows so that we can look out over the sort of builds. Probably glass windows. I might stick with things. I'm not entirely sure yet. But then that means out the side of the tree, we're going to have like a house there, like sticking out of it, just by a couple of blocks. And then around the other side, we'll have another one. And then by the other side, we'll have another one. And these, you know what I mean? They will be just cool little quirky things that this will look like a tree house. A tree house. Tree houses. Tree house eye. You get the point. I'm hoping that's what it will look like. I'm sticking with my goal. We have a goal of achieving this entire thing to be finished by the end of this episode, which means I have literally 2 days to get this filmed, cut, and released, because I plan for this to be, hopefully, you're watching this on a Sunday. Or at least a Sunday is when I plan for this to go live. Anyway, we've got a lot of work to do. We need to go and get Bits. Bits is still stranded out in the middle of nowhere somewhere, so we still need to ride him in. I'm thinking that's going to be like a ribbon cutting ceremony. I'm going to ride Bits up the... Bits is probably going to be like the tavern pig, I'm thinking, is what I'd quite like to do. Yeah, we've got lots of plans for this. It's coming along nicely. I hope you like what we're up to. Let's see if we can get some things in. Before I do that, actually, first, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you guys about my favorite thing about this floor. I've just kind of given it away, but this floor is made up quite largely of these scaffolding blocks. Now, the reason, first of all, that we put the scaffolding blocks down was to act as a crash mat. This has rapidly become one of my favorite new things about the scaffolding block in Minecraft. Is that now, when I've been up here, I've been working on the canopy, putting the leaves in place, it's getting nighttime, so, someone needs to sleep. I can just step off, neat as you like, and if I hold shift, I just sink into the floor. It's a wonderful crash mat. Yeah, and I think it's from pretty much any height. You can just sort of, if you're falling and holding shift, you'll just fall into this instead of taking any damage. It's a wonderful way of getting down. It really saves like the old durability on the armor, because as you can see, although I've got mending on it, I do need to... This needs some love and attention. Anyway, that'll do it for now. We're going to need to be filling out some of this interior. It's going to be... I'm putting it off, but I'm going to need to start doing some interiors at some point soon. I won't be able to put it off forever. Let's get this stairway up. Let's see if we can get some houses in, shall we? Let's... Well, I say done. Not quite done, but we are definitely getting there. Definitely getting there. The only thing you'll really notice from the outside from the last clip is the addition of this little room. But we've certainly made some progress inside. Let's take a little wander, you and I, through the tavern so far. So this is going to be the Adventurers Guild. They're going to be able to... Adventurers can come up there, walk up the route here, and they're going to walk into like a little entrance thing here. I need to do some interior work. Yes, I'm still putting that off. And we're going to be doing some basic bar, basically. It's going to be like a tavern in here. Nothing too fancy, but I'm going to be getting all that together. What I have been doing some attention on is these rooms. So we're going to have 3 in total. There's uno, dos, and tres I'm going to do on camera with you guys now. But what we have is, as you're going to walk in here, they're each going to be sort of color-coded and themed and so on, but they're going to have a bed and every... I did not put that there. Every room is going to have a single chest, a double chest. They're going to have access to a crafting bench and a lantern and things like that. Only the best here at the Andy's Rest. Yeah, so we're going to have one. We've got one above the thing there. Do you see what I mean? It's all accessible to the patrons of this particular woodland tavern here. Hey, I'm actually going to, I think, probably whack that like that. Yeah, make that walkway a little bit wider. Now, here is where I'm going to do this one with you guys on camera. Now, the reason I want to do this is just to sort of talk you through a little bit about my process and why I'm doing this sort of thing. So what we want to do really is figure out how wide we want this kind of walkway to be. Now, we could go off at an angle, but what that's going to do is that's going to sort of interrupt our view here. I would like this view, or as much of thisness, to be visible from the room as possible. So actually, from here, we're going to go pretty much straight out the side here. So what I'm thinking of doing is 1, 2, 3. And if we go out like so, maybe like that. And then we can come out probably here, I think. Like so. Yeah, I think we're on to a winner. Maybe if I get to... Do I have any normal logs? Yes, I do. So if I do 1 and 2. And like so. So that's what that's pretty much what we want this to feel like at the end. So let's do this. And then do I have any normal logs? I don't. Okay, cool. Let me go get some. I do that all the friggin' time. I've had to go back and fix my armor so much because I keep falling out of this sodding tree. And do you know what? I even went through a stage of setting up crash mats, like on the bottom, to catch me when I'm falling like that. And I just... Is MasterCommand around? No, can I just... I'm just gonna... Thanks. I'm just gonna slightly nick some wood there from MasterCommand. I will replace that, don't worry. What was I saying? Yeah, I keep falling out of the sodding tree. I started putting down like crash mats, like using the scaffolding as crash mats down the bottom there. But I miss the crash mats. That's the problem. When I'm falling, I tend to sort of land next to them or something like that, or I would have built them in the old place. So I'm useless. Anyway, we're going to go up quite a few blocks here. That's actually, I'm going to go up 4 high. Seems excessive, but when we put the roof in, you'll kind of get what I'm hopefully going to get what I'm going for. If I go up 1 more. Awesome. Let's put down a spruce. Like so. Like so. See, and we're going to have a lovely little sort of view out the side here. Now, what we've been doing, I've been using the stripped dark oak here and here. Strip of that. And then what we've been doing is actually putting in... Actually, did that go 1 higher? I think that went 1 higher. Yeah, it probably did. So if we did that and that, yeah, that feels better. So once we've got our basics in place, do you know what? We won't have to build half of this roof, actually. This roof is going to be fairly well hidden, I'm thinking. So what we're going to do, before I go too much further, I will be putting in some kind of like... you'll notice the acacia fence post that we've been using here, just to add a bit of redwood to the thing. I'm just going to whack down the roof before I go too much further. I'm going to go out to the side and try and do this roof. Like as all. Alright, so the roof is more or less in place. I'm liking how that's looking, and do you know what? This is going to be the church at the end. We're planning something quite big. Quite big there, so that's all very exciting and to come up. But I'm quite liking how this is coming together so far. It's got a bit of an open feel, which I like. We just need to put in some kind of idiot guard to stop people wandering off the side here. So I'm actually out of acacia, so we're going to take a trip back to Port Bray and get some acacia. Oh, do you know what? I tell you what, this doesn't half look pretty. I am loving this. Loving this build. Let's head up on the inside of the tree. Oh, I tell you what, with shaders on, isn't it looking just so? I mean, I always like to. It's kind of a rule that I'm developing with myself now. Is that when we build, I want to sort of do the building without shaders, because the trick is if you build it so. Oh my god, that red is very red. If you build it so it looks good with shaders, it doesn't always look good when you take the shaders off, if you know what I mean. I'm going to get rid of this. Oh, but look at that. Looking out at once, this is an actual tree with an overhang with like a foresty type thing. I think this is going to be a good view. We probably need to whack some over here as well. Let's do this, shall we? Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to need myself a red bed. I'm going to need myself a chesticles. I'm going to need to put up some privacy screens and some doors and things like that in here. And then, and then we actually have to do down here. So that's actually kind of well timed, isn't it? Mental note. We are not yet waterproof. Now, the water's got a bit of a weird texture. It's got like a wet block texture. For some reason, it's a bit grainy. I'm not entirely sure why. But, I think it's time we put some leaves up. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. But I am fast running out of time for this episode. So, I need some... I'm stuck. This is bland. We are boring. This needs some livening up. I need some inspiration. Let's go take a look at what the other players on the Vasten server have been up to this week. Oh my lord, is that impressive or is that impressive? We are sure working with some talented folks here on the server. I can't wait to see what happens. For now though, that's going to be it from me for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching so far, we have much more to tell you. We've still got this story of bits and bobs to tell you. I've basically ran flat out of time. We're going to call it there for today. If you've enjoyed the episode, I would highly recommend leaving a like and subscribing to stick around and see what happens for me next time. In the description, you're also going to find links to all of the wonderful, wonderful content creators that we have here on the server. Do please check them out. If you're not already following them, they are well worth your time. So do check them out. Guys, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. You mean the world to me. I'm going to catch you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.